So let's have a drive. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you're joining me on a lovely evening drive in Martijn's BMW E92 M3. This is his personal car. He bought it around, I don't know, a year ago, maybe a bit more. Partly as an investment, partly to enjoy, and enjoy it he has. This is a really nice M3 E92. It's in great condition, and well, he and we did some modifications to it also to show you guys, to well, to have some fun with it, to make some videos, to test it for our shop, of course, but also just to have fun with. And today I'm going to show you around it. I'm going to show you a couple of modifications we made, and after that we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. It is 9:15 in the evening, so it should be nice and empty. So let's have a look at the car. We've made a couple videos before, so if you want to check that out, click in the top right corner. I'm going to focus on the modifications today, and it is also going to be up for sale, this car, very soon. So if you're interested after watching this video, send us a DM on Instagram or an email and get in touch with Martijn. So let's have a look at the car. Beautiful power dome, of course, introduced in 2007, ran to 2013, the E92 M3. Not as muscular and as aggressive as the E46 it replaced, but the power dome does a lot, I feel like. And also you can see a hint of rear wheel arch, which they've done very nicely. But I always felt that the M3 sedan, the E90, looked a lot more aggressive and a lot more, I don't know, square. I like that a lot. So at the front we've got the iconic angel eye headlights. BMW fanboys all around the world are still wondering why BMW ever decided to ditch that, but that's a story for a different time. We've got, I think these are the competition wheels. It's a shame that they're black, because I think it's a really beautiful wheel when you have it just in silver. Behind that we've got single piston brakes, perforated discs, but single piston calipers. Not the best brakes, not really up for the task, if you ask me. A bit squishy, performance is not great. And we've got a 245 Michelin Pilot Super Sport on here. This car also has the optional electronic damper control, so the EDC. Nice M3 on the side there. The classic M3 mirrors. The E92 also got a carbon roof, so the coupe, the sedan did not get that, unfortunately. And at the rear we've got the Super Sports as well. This is a 265 tire. And then we arrive at the first modification, which is the M Performance exhaust. This is an Inconel M Performance exhaust, and this is a very nice exhaust system. So it's actually no longer available at BMW, because we used to sell this in our store and we've sold a couple. This exhaust will be sold separately when Martijn decides to sell the car. So if you want the exhaust, you can also send us a message on Instagram or an email. This Inconel is used because it has very good heat resistance and it is very light. It also has M logos on the tailpipes, which is nice. I really love the design as well of this tailpipe. It's very classic, sort of racy BMW.
This is my BMW M3 E92, and as for many BMW M lovers, this is my favorite BMW M product ever. But they are getting old, so they're pretty hard to find with a decent mileage. Mine has done 60,000 kilometers as we speak, and I've owned it for over a year now. Now the problem with finding gems like this is that they are older, so they're quite easy to manipulate. So you want a full history and you want transparency. And this is where Car Vertical comes into play, because Car Vertical offers you all the data that's available worldwide about a specific vehicle. So if you have the VIN number, you can do like an FBI background check on your potential new BMW M car or any other car. So you can see if it had any damages, if the mileage has been tampered with, if it's been imported, exported. And what I like to do is ask the seller to tell me everything he knows about the car's history. And if it doesn't match up with my background check with Car Vertical, I am out of there. So with my car, I found out there were 2 damages and the seller actually reported that to me. So he told me it had quite a lot of stone chips in 2014 and then the bonnet got resprayed. And Car Vertical confirms this story. He also told me that the previous owner were people with a business and they bought it with their businesses, wrote off the car and then bought the car privately from their company. And even this is stated in the Car Vertical report. It comes in a beautiful PDF file. So if you're looking for a new car, go check out Car Vertical and make sure you buy a gem like I did.
It's a handsome car. I feel like it's aged really well. Now, let's have a look at, wow, look at that. I knew that was coming, but it has an Venturi intake, Venturi plenum as well. This gorgeous apparatus in matte carbon fiber, both also available in our store. It's a big commercial video this. I wasn't really planning on it, but we sell a lot of parts for this car because we've tested it and we loved it, so then we decided to sell it. So S65 V8 below that, it's basically the S85 V10 from the M5 E60 with 2 cylinders cut off. It has individual throttle bodies and it is a true M engine, so it's not based on anything else that they had. It was just pure M engine, so it's not like you find a detuned version in a 335 because that had a 6-cylinder or anywhere else. It's just an M3 engine. It's got 420 horsepower, 400 newton meters of torque, and in addition to the Venturi intake system and the M Performance exhaust, it also has an Evolve X pipe, so a mid pipe. So 4.8, I believe, to 100, top speed 250 or 270 with the driver's pack, but we've got VMAX delete, so we'll see. This Cooler Works short shifter with a, well, it's not that short to be fair. It's a short shifter with a really nice gear lever. It is very hardcore, so you can hear the transmission because a lot of sound deadening had to go in here, and it's just a louder shift. So it's more for hardcore E92 owners or 335i or 330, whatever owners. But it looks very cool and it does elevate the driving experience to a more hardcore level, I would say. So yeah, we're going to check that out as well. Anything else? I think that basically covers it. It's a really nice car. It's done, what, like 54,000 kilometers? I think. 59.9. And they are going up in value. They have been going up for the last, I don't know, 2 years probably. And for good reason, because it is an epic car. The only M3 with a V8. Of course, they also made a GTS version and the CRT version, which are also very cool. But there's also something really nice about just a regular old manual gearbox. There we go. EDC, as I said, so we've got that in the sportiest setting. M mode for everything, so the most aggressive. The rest of the interior, as you can see, looks really good. Martijn doesn't really like this seat. He thinks it's not supportive enough, so the bolstering is not adjustable, and that means that it's not supportive enough. But you know, yeah, they started doing really good seats with the F series. So the F80 M3 had a much better seat, much more supportive and more racy. So let's have a drive. It is a hooligan, this car. You have to horsey's over here. You have to like drive it hard to wake up the hooligan in the car, because it's not that crazy powerful. and of course it's naturally aspirated, so you don't have massive torque down low. So you need to use the speed, the momentum to get it going. Oh, but it sounds very fruity. We're also going to check out what it sounds like with the stock back box and the Evolve X pipe with the X pipe. So also interesting to see what that will be like. But this is, I feel like this is a good setup because it's a little bit more aggressive than stock. You know, you have that shifter and you have the sound from the intake and the exhaust. Intake sound is also really good. But it does liven up the car a little bit. When you drive a lot of, you know, modern M cars, or when you drive a modern M car, this can feel a bit, well, sluggish, heavy. And I feel like you need to liven it up a little bit. Which, yeah, this definitely does. Oh, and you've got that glorious 8400 RPM red line. Yeah, this, we often say they don't make them like this anymore. And they really don't. I mean, the G80 is really good. Much better in almost every way, but then when you drive this, everything feels very, I don't know, solid and it feels beefy. I think that's the best word. It feels beefy. The V8, oh, there's just something about V8s. It really is. I don't really, doesn't really matter what kind of V8, just V8s. All right, so onto the Autobahn we go. Of course, we also have a little bit of a flyby. So Martijn is on the bridge, so he can hear his own car coming by. Nice shift, like the shift action itself is very good. It's just a bit loud for a normal car, both the sound from the transmission as well as the shift. So it's nice and empty. Bit of wind noise though. I have to keep in mind that we have those single piston calipers. That was 320 plus. Now I do have to say the speedo is quite optimistic in these cars. So that's probably, well, not even 300 kilometers an hour. But still, it's nice. It's always good to see it on the speedo, and it's, yeah, I don't really want to ruin the romance, so that, let's just say that was 320 plus. But it runs well and it sounds really good. I love the, especially the engine, the intake sound, the induction sound with the plenum and the intake. It's very nice. So we've got an AMG over here, C43. When this car came out, it was the C63, of course, it had to compete with. And that car was a bit more powerful, had a lot more torque as well, I believe, and it just, you know, it was just a little bit more of a hammer. This was seen as the surgeon. And then you had the RS4, also with the V8, which of course was, you know, the more safe four-wheel drive option. And then you had the Lexus ISF as well, with that gorgeous 5-liter V8. I mean, this was a golden age for sports sedans, let's be honest. What a car. Honestly, they don't make them like this anymore. They don't. It's a completely different driving experience. Back when this was introduced, I mean, it's like 17 years ago, 18 years ago, when it was such an amazing, fast, crazy car. And when you drive it now, this feels like a laid back and solid, beefy car to drive, but it doesn't feel mega sharp or aggressive compared to today's M3, and I love it for it. I do. It's such a nice driving experience, and I love this interior as well. Can we just take a moment to enjoy this? I know when this came out, people were complaining that all BMWs looked the same and wasn't special enough, but when I look at this with its orange lighting and just the simplicity, I love it. One of the first iterations of the iDrive system, it's fine. You use it to set up your car and then you leave it. You know, you play some music, that's it. You don't need more. You do fall out of the chair a little bit. It's a chair, it's not a seat, it's a chair. It's not really convenient when you slide it because you sort of create momentum on the steering wheel. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Love this car. Martijn has done an incredible job on it. I love these modifications, love driving it. This, even though it's a little bit too hardcore for what this car is used for, it is a really good shift action, and it sounds good, both the shifter and the exhaust. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check out this video, this playlist on the left, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.